I want to hear out of there because I just messaged the civil rights. Um, a lady said something about my kid is 17 and she deserved to live her life. But I want to say, God bless her. I hope she get back to good recovery and everything. But we got an issue right here. But on Fox News, she said, but God want me to tell you, my child is the child of God and he loves me, he understands me, and he deserves to live his life without prejudiced businesses and prejudiced communities and racism out of society of Texas, and not a Governor Abbott that's not stubborn and a liar with his democracy and betray God for the grounds he walk up on for his people. When she deserved to, when she said something, she deserved it. She deserved to live her life. But God said, my child deserved to live his life too, and not be lied with racism. And you stand up for your people, Governor Abbott. You are a coward. You are a coward with Donald Trump. You have broken bonds. You have no loyalty. You have none to understand. You use God's name in vain. The understanding of those things, when you take these people's side, they have no love and stand for themselves. But God said, I won't be a victim to your lies. I won't be a victim to how black and white act with each other in different personalities. When mindset judging, mindset Mexican judging, mindset. I've been around a lot of people in my kid and I never judged anybody. And they never judged me. But I want you to understand this. You have crossed the line. You have crossed the line with your democracy. You have crossed the line by standing by your people. You the selfish. And God knows that you are selfish. He knows that you stand for your people and you talk about everybody that has to say you a liar. When potentials are being stopped, when schools, we're not the same here. We're not the same. You don't deserve to know. And God say, I will do whatever in my power to stop you as a governor to make sure you are removed from your position. You are a coward. And then senators, and I filed the legislators on them. You are unworthy of your title. I found the address. You are unworthy of your title. The spirit of God, your people might stand by you, but God don't stand by you. Your ancestors and the people that put you in those seats does not stand for you. The people that passed away, that stood in that seat before you many years ago, doesn't respect you. Doesn't respect your lives to stand for your people, to stand for what they say. We are not the same. When we talk about giving back to the community, a man must have a choice of giving back. He must understand the world. And trust me, I understand his word behind you. And God said, I owe you nothing. You owe me for taking and lying, denying access of God with racism behavior. I would not deny those things that you stand for and the grounds that you worship on. Your lies have an issue. And Governor Abbott, you're a coward that stands for yourself. You stand for you and your people. No, people take their gifts for granted. And God says a million souls crying out for me. But other people don't love who they are. And I remember in third class, my face had broken out. I'm in Newton Smith one time, about '08. And I remember I used a razor and I wasn't supposed to use a razor. And I already had pimples on my forehead, so my acne was already breaking out over here and to have this side of my face with this razor. Yeah, my name. Yeah, yes we can razor bumps and all of those things. So I remember the whole day in school I hide my face in every class. I didn't want nobody to see my face so broken out because I already had pimples. My acne was already acting up, but the razor make it more worse. And I hide my whole face the whole time. And I remember when I was in theater class, I went to one class and I was hiding my desk. I was like, bam, we're watching the old westerns movies and no Miss Smith. And everybody said, why you hiding your face? We don't care about that. We don't care about that. Pick your face up. I like my face is broken. I've been ducking and dodging. I'm trying to duck and dodge because I got acne. I got all of this. My face up broken out real bad. Cause you can't use razor, and I decided I wanted to use a razor, but I was like, what the hell? I was like, my face was actually broke out. My face was actually broke out, and I was like, whoa! And everybody just told me to pick up my head, Hubert. We don't care about that. Pick up your head. And they didn't care about my acne. They didn't care about my bumps in my face. But when you in theater class, and yeah, thank you. When you in theater class, that's the most important thing. When all the other students doesn't care about it, and that's the most important thing. Being around amazing theater class members in all walks of life, Mexican, black, white, and that was the most amazing thing of just being around them and having a theater teacher that was great and the approach that was great to understand it. But let me tell you, lies are being told, and God don't like lies. Family can be forgiven. God don't like lies. God don't like what you stand for, Governor Abbott. I come too far to make you make a mocker out of me for your people, for your democracy, for the ground that you stand on. I come too far. I had a lot on my plate at 14 years old. I went to school, went to job, went to work, went to thrift stores, helped out at elementary schools. And Mirza might think, and all the rest of them might think, but ask Emily Calvin where I was at after school, and I get to school, back to school late. Ask Patrick and ask Norman where I was at. Get money stopped the way you pay a baby, you be Junior Seller, Baby Legend. Asked him where I was at, going to the elementary schools, helping out with spacewalks, bringing my game to the other kids' school, enjoying things, running in the gym, having spacewalk, having spacewalk, running with the little kids in the gym and going into school and trying to keep up with them. And over there at the elementary, when no Miss Smith, we also were with Mary Grimes. So, and playing with the nursing homes. I let this lady beat me a couple of times, but I had to stop taking it easy on her. Yeah. You know, I didn't have a chance going to other schools, passing out Avons. You know, Avons together, going with teachers, passing out candy. She's got this special candy that she make, and a thing helping her out with that. So, Miss Chastity make this is a Chex Mix candy that is really her what she made, and it's get like a little boy, and it's really good. So, just doing that, passing newspaper to classroom, and I told people sometimes I would do it more than others because I'm always passing by, talking to Mr. Pouncey and talking to everything, all of that stuff. So I'm always passing by both of the rooms if I got to pass newspaper to. So I would do it more than others. So I would do it more than others. So when I'm in school, like sometimes I would do it for 3 weeks, sometimes I would do it for 4 weeks, and then they would switch up. So I would do it more than others, and then okay, Hubert, your consistency. People like your consistency because I was more involved in the school activities than anybody else. I was more involved than talking to people than everybody else. And I just think Dolores and them, they was more of the quiet type. They didn't talk that much. She go to dance life, but not that much involved in things, in those things. Where you from? From New Orleans, but CFB is my home too. So I was more involved in those situations. So if you ask, if she asked these questions, that Patrick and Emily Catholic can say something about the situation. I'm at elementary school. I'm going to school on a Saturday for um to help out with we have a garage sale. You know, we doing stuff together, man. Like we doing more things, and you know, one time I stayed at a shelter off of Martin Luther King's, going through Martin Luther King's. I stayed at the group home. I stayed at a group home in Dallas about '08, '07. I stayed at a group home in the neighborhood, and I used to come back and forth out the neighborhood and come to school. I only stayed for like 2 or 3 weeks, and I stayed in a group home. And I used to go to it was in a neighborhood in South Dallas, and I stayed there, met some women, and I used to go with this kid from middle school. So me and him used to hang out too a lot, and we used to chill off Martin Luther King. We take our bikes and we used to chill off towards Martin. Got this big hotel in South Dallas, North Dallas, thing on Martin Luther. And me and him used to take. We used to always hang out. So we would, but those are the things I was doing. Like if you tell your girlfriend as a teenager, and before I met Sabina, if you tell her that you're actually doing stuff and I only got time for you, that can be a big problem because I'm working, I'm going to school, I'm at North Lake, I'm at Brookhaven, I'm going to colleges, and people don't understand this is the truth. I'm on different stuff. I'm one day when I got out of high school and I wasn't like no more little no more. I decided I like man like I'm like everything is over and we I see this girl that I actually wanted to talk to at ceramics class, and she like, Hubert, you got nothing in common. I say, if we got nothing in common, you'll never know until we got on a date. You would never know. Like, and I saw her in a restaurant about 2015 times, 14 probably, and we took ceramics together at Burger. How would you know? And we are never going. And she smiled and said, "How would you know? And we are never going on a date to see." And just because if you don't got nothing in common doesn't mean that person can't like it. And that's the difference of those situations. Just because you don't got nothing in common, as a woman gonna tell you that, like, come on, like, come on. So I decided I wanted to take ceramics at more after high school. So I could have stayed in it, but like just did it. But I decided I wanted to stay more into it and things. But I was like, those are the situation with those things. But if I tell her, we gotta understand when you're a teenager and you tell your girlfriend that I respect somebody, Hugh, I need you to fix your hair. I need you to comb your hair. I need you to put on some cologne. I need you to do some things. But I'll never tell you nothing to put you down. So if a teenager think you're trying to put them down and you also know, like when we step out the good door together, we both gotta look good. We both gotta understand each other more. So we all gotta understand each other a lot more and understand these things a lot more with the situation, right? Even when I stopped talking to this guy, this other girl, we all still in school, and she's in South Dallas and Dallas, and then got on Facebook and MySpace, and she have a baby, and I'm at another school campus, and her brother called me, went off on me, and I said she got a whole baby by somebody else. Like me and her, not even we didn't even get that close to each other yet to even start things. And like and Billy went off, and that's why me and Billy ain't friends because this girl at another school campus that he stays in Dallas with, he started cutting me, dude, is you stupid or something, dude? I'm way on another school campus. Is you stupid or something? And he started threatening. I said, man, look at man, you really got issue, and that why we started distancing ourselves. You know, I'm gonna tell you about this girl Maya. Her brother, like she always wanted to talk to me, and her brother didn't want to let that happen. Like it's a lot of things that you don't know. There's a lot of things her like brother like we look at each other like even though when we hang around Billy and Albert, like when we look at each other, And we just, and and it's certain things that people don't know about me that is, when my situation. So the things is, this one is with the concept of it. Sabina actually said, because after we set a high promise, her dad tell me he was not time yet. Mirza put that stunt. And like it caused me like, and then she called me trying to clean up his mess. I said, I'm not out to call and argue with you about things he should have never said. You know what I'm saying? I can take any other conversation we had. I can take it. But cussing and doing all that, even, I respect Demir more than I respect him. Like at that moment, I respect Demir more than I respect him. Demir never took it that damn far. He never took it that far. And I was still getting a paycheck. I was still going back and forth to the Social Security office and doing this while fights was breaking out at the hotel. And I'm sitting up there trying to talk to Miss Lee. Miss Lee probably don't even know what was going on and how to communicate and how to probably don't even know. So it's like nobody should not go through antagonism and tongue and oh you stupid and you scared of your little brother. And my teenage and grown ups were doing it like a street taker. Nobody should not go through those things and trying to antagonize the mindset. So nobody should not have to go through those things and all of those things that a person. But Mirza called me while we were sitting at the hotel. He, how you get your money? Fights were breaking out. The police knocked at my hotel door. Girls coming to stay at the hotels, coming to stay at the hotels, and fights breaking out. Dudes acting some type of way. But Sabina making me clean up her mess, like clean up her cousin mess, and like, come on, man. Like, come on, just because we settle stuff, I could have took anything that the Mirrors could have taken, but the cussing, the saying, trying to, you can't ruin me because people in Chicago and New York and California and the UK wanted to hear my verse of Hubert. I have already established over more buying with people in Chicago and LA film production and all the rest in the UK and other people around the world, Big Live, Tennessee, Indianapolis, and all around Miami. I have already studied in Hubert and Ohio. But he tried to worm me for Dallas behavior. And this black girl, this black model, she's up there getting on there and like Sabine. I said, you called me acting up. It was good to hear your voice, but it was good to hear your voice. But I was like, man, come on. That's not the way for your cousin behavior after your dad and me and you worked this out. And and I told, look, me and her had a thing. Oh, that's not. Let me tell you, my kid would be good. Don't worry about. We'll be good. Come on, it's about us, not about. Come on, my kid just need my time. That's all he needs, and we good. Him, do you think my baby mama? He's good. My baby mama need. Come on, man. So she didn't need my help when she was in the situation. She had a kid before even I did. You think she need me? That's another thing coming to you. You think that really what that is? Nah, she don't need my help. She's been mama. Her and her mom was this hard. Her mom and her son effort. You think she really needs me? That you better guess again with that stuff, man. My son just needs my time. That's all he needs. So shoot, I don't even look, man. That's not even a thing. I had to deal with a lot of stuff as a teen, guys. I had to deal with a lot of things as a teen. So I had to deal with a whole lot as a teen. So just doing like dealing with stuff. And me and somebody, Jessica Clark, man, she sat on my lap and man, her heart was beating. My heart was beating fast in that moment, and I didn't like. At that moment, I didn't even want to push her away like that, but it was like, man, I had to stay in a position where, trust me, after um, I didn't want that to happen, man. And she had a kid, and I was like, hold up, that's how you feel without giving me even a. And I was upset. Like, she stopped coming around. Like, bam, bam, bam. She wasn't even coming around anymore. Not around Tabitha. When I see Chris Clark, she's around. Chris Clark around. We sitting at the house, and usually when you see Chris Clark, you see her. That's what people don't know. If I'm gonna see Chris Clark, I saw him in 2019. That's my homie right there. That's like my homie. I dapped him off going to Mirza's house. That's my homie. Me and him got no problem. That's my homie. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I was like, hold up. I feel your heart beating when you say I'm feeling that, and you like, can you just give me like, you walked away, you like, and I just saw it, like, she stopped coming around, and like, things started to change, and I was like, what is going on here? And stuff. And me and Mirza stood out in the cold one day with it. Nah, I can accept everything else. He's my brother, man. I'm not judging anybody, man. And I'm not judging him, man. Like, go ahead with that, man. I never do nothing like that. Trust me, I seen things, and I never called it out, man. My job was to stay loyal to somebody, with no matter what the consequences was. No matter what we go, and look, I stayed around, but I can't keep on pretending anymore with her, man. Like, my happiness deserved too, man. I can't keep doing it. I can't keep doing it and just pretending. It's like it makes me miserable hearing, like, just gotta hear about you. So, and at the point, man, like, it's just the situation of it. So I'm feeling our heartbeat. I'm feeling everything in that moment. I'm feeling something like, can we just, instead of just you turning your head and I see your body motion at me, and you're not able to get, like, just talk to me. Like, nah, and that's my last memory of Jessica Clark, and her walking away and turning her head at me. And like, because I used to always see a different part of her smile when I come in the room. I used to always see those things. If it's at her house, if it's somewhere, and whatever it is, I used to always see a different part of her smile. And just for you to act some type of way with me, and then, like, I was like, and I'm happy that she got a kid, and I was like, hold up. And then when I found out, I'm like, hmm, it comes to this. This is how it comes to this, and this is how it comes to, right? So I was like, I felt something too, but don't do me like don't do me like that. And people don't know, like, don't come on, man, just talk to me. So yeah, my name is Hubert, Hubert. So, man, look, man, I wouldn't have stood around long enough if I didn't understood. And we always had a song called Triple D. That's and trust me, I'm not trying to get into those things where those things at. You know what I'm saying? I had to tell some friends. It's up to Sabina. I can't get into that. She wanna be left alone. She told me to get away. Okay, but you can't expect me to just stay and do that, man. You can't expect me to do that. Torture, man. Like, you don't know how I feel, like that you thinking about yourself and whatever that is, man. That's torture. You know, that you can't put somebody through that and expect somebody to be around your cousin like that. This started before me and your cousin even, and she up there talking about, I talked to Billy's sister, um, friends before. Nah, but you got to understand the history. What he even said, he even told me, if she wants, that's what she wants. I'm not gonna sit there and he said something. All right, if she wanted, she gets what she wants. So hey, you want to be left alone? Like, that's, come on. If I'm, nah. So if I had to open up more and just participate, but I needed her to be. If we be strong as 10, how can we understand? She used to play an Eminem song, a Rihanna song. We in the car, and Mirza, the mirror driving, and she used to sing it to me. Now, like, you gonna say, I'm not letting you brag. But we gotta understand each other. I'm not sitting up there letting you brag about things, and we in it together. But you gotta know how to not to put the conflict of others. You gotta see the. I told her, two teenagers, your relationship will work when two spiritual side is open. As teens, when you see the mindset of others and the spiritual side of others. And that's why I got a thing on my thing I want, like on Likey, when the hearts and all the rest of that, I want to, and YouTube, I put it on YouTube. A marriage you work with two spiritual sides are open and you understand those goals and understand the principle of those things, right? To understand those things. So if she's not allowing things to happen, I gotta understand that. If she don't want, and I have to understand my heart is at play, my feelings at play here. So I'm not gonna allow, just because I love music, I'm growing up, but I'm not gonna allow that. I'm not gonna allow that to say whatever that is. I'm not gonna allow that to, what that mean. Allow that to mess with my feelings and understand those matters. It hurts. You know what I'm saying? It hurts when I get around Riz, and that's all. Sabina, it hurts, and you gotta understand how I feel. Like, but I get tired of Demir and everybody. Oh, I don't like the way y'all act. When you're a teenager and you're talking about I don't like the way y'all act towards each other. And like I when you're in pain, when you hurt someone you love, you're in pain. So the memory of her tears dropping down, I wanted to kiss every tear, and I was in pain because of it. I suffer because of it. Because, he's in my ear and all the rest of them. Oh, I don't like the way y'all act towards each other. Do you want her to be treated badly? Like, she got to understand what her cousin tell me, like, the mirror be in my ear about. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got to understand those things with that format. Like, come on, man. Like, and Mirza like, oh, that's Sabina knows, but you don't know. Before I met Sabina, Samantha, what was said, what made me this, and I didn't even have to. As a teen, I didn't even want to. I not have sex with her at all, but I just wanted to make her mad, like just tick her off. Like I said, I know we said some stuff to each other, but I started hurting more, and I'm like, ooh, I'm like, you know what? After the man told me something when I was like, Mirza act like he can be everywhere, man. Like sometimes he at his house and me and Demira chilling, and like I was hurting. Like, ooh, I said, ooh, you know what? I said, I know we did some stuff to each other and said some stuff, but this pushed it, and I was like, man, you know what? This actually pushed it, and I like, And I felt like that. This actually pushed, and I was crushing. I was hurting that whole night. I couldn't even sleep while I was in Demir room. Like I couldn't even sleep. I was like, ooh. I said, I know we said some things and said some things to each other, but I was like, ooh, like I was mad at the moment. I was just ticked off at the situation. I was ticked off, you know what I'm saying? My cousin them do music and everybody do music, and I was telling them about the music of it. Like I just put a video on YouTube and I told them here, record labels talking to each other with Pimp C. They talking to each other. Pimp C spoke about something, but other people they got manipulation going on. So when you got manipulation going on and rap alive talking to the people that's you know what I'm saying, every music industry, that's the problem we got here. So if I'm dealing with those things, like, come on. So like, come on, like, really, and like, I didn't been in a lot of relationship as a teen, and I understand that if I'm walking with a girl up in the movies, and before I even met Sabina, whatever that is, before, you know, I'm walking with this girl named Tusha, um, and we gonna see I Am Legend on Will Smith, and Cassie, me and her looking at each other, we giving each other eye contact, and we just she's walking with somebody, she holding her front hand or whatever that is, and I'm walking with somebody, and we giving each other eye contact, and we looking at each other in a movie theater, like. And I saw in the movies in 2019, 20. I'm like, hold up, this is our movie theater, and you get on to me, you acting some type of way, like, hold up, this is our movie theater, you acting some type of way. When you see me, you like you surprised it. And she was like angry, like, hold up, you get me back for all the games that I played. So the thing is with this is you give me back for all the games that I played. And I said, look, I called him out and I said, you both crazy because she playing childish behaviors. I said, you both you stupid for playing around with her to get back at me. You don't see what's going on. Come on, man. Man, you see that woman got so much control over you, and she trying to get back at me, and she know I care about her, man. She know, man. When she at that park, she know, man. Cassie know that. She knows that, man. She know it ain't no like I told her, like I'm. She know I care. Don't be like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like that in that format right now. And she wanted my attention, and your friends wanted my attention, but it's not the time to get it. If you're gonna get I'm dealing with Xavier's stupid behavior. It's a lot of Walmart behavior, a lot of jealousy going on, a lot of behavior was going on when Tabitha was having to say, Hubert, we miss you. And there's a lot of behavior. Summer coming in there, she giving me, staring at me with eye contact. I said, Summer, why you, and you smiling, she just looking at her like, girl, look like you trying to bite something. Girl, look, don't be like looking like you trying to bite something. Shout out to Summer, man. Um, you know, I'm like, man, like we really did miss each other. Even Sabina, family member, came in there and said, Hubert, you have grown. We miss you. He even said that. So if he come in, he tried trucks for a living. But when I signed my contract with Walmart. So, you know, it's the difference between those things. Yeah. Yeah, my thing is gonna be over the disability, but we're gonna have to maintain. And the main thing that Mary Marissa with them did, and everybody asked me about what was my kid childhood and how things is. I told you about the Sabina, and I told you about my other relationship. When I'm able to talk to other teens, and you want to know about these things on Big Live Live Me, we used to stay in the house and just do music and make Rice Krispie treats, make all of them, cook food and do stuff. And we didn't see outside. We worked and we worked and we worked and we worked. We didn't see the outside of it, right? Now I was just telling Kevion, I don't know if Kevion gonna hear me. I remember Kevion mom, we're gonna talk about something. Kevion mom say she looking at me. We in the car going to the movie because Kevion my brother, and so we in the car going to the movies. And I think we in the car, and she's looking at me in the rear. You see deep popping. You say you flocking. I said, hold up. And you looking at me while you saying it. And she don't even know she giving me eye contact. Kevion mom giving me eye contact. So we had our disagreements on some things, but she giving me eye contact, and that's my brother, man. We had our differences, man. If I tell you how many times we got into it with each other, we played football, he still think he can still beat me in football. He's like, man, look, we didn't win bad like, after we don't be in the pro. He probably still think he can beat me now, man. I'm like, hold up, we played football together. So I like, all right. Yeah, I bet you I can beat you still in football. We all was good. Kevion got some good skills. We was good. So he got some good skills, man. He's good. He good at basketball and he good at football. So he's good at those things. He good at those things. But I tell people what the conversation is those things is. But tell me how you actually feel and be able to tell me how you feel about the situation. So, like, sometimes when you're teens, you need communication with each other. You need communication with each other. And that's the biggest gift. And I just showed them where the Texas Music Office at, and you can get grants and stuff. And people don't want us to know about the label, but these other labels got their own label and they manipulating. I know every label. I know every industry. When I was able to get 3,500 for each of my put 3,500 for each of my songs that I promote, and I know the industry. When Wayne said I took so much change from this rap game, you know what that character police said? You're doing good at picking up a book at that library. That's what he said. So you got a music plate, you got everything with that. So you got everything with that. But they don't want us to do things right, man. They niggas want to manipulate and all that. If I'm gonna be a part of something, you gotta tell me what you standing for. You know, I want to. You stand for meaning. What you stand for? Now, I'm really not gonna get it. And I watched the 1948 um, gangs and thing, and I'm seeing the mindsets of them in Dallas and in Fort Worth. And one thing, the more they mess with us, the more we're gonna mess with. We're gonna have to do, the more they mess with us, we're going on the civil rights. We going on the civil rights. The more they mess with us, we going on the civil rights. So we don't have to do stuff if you getting of community discrimination, hotels, businesses discriminate. You don't have to do all of that, man. You don't have to go do violence. We gotta sometimes you gotta be smart to play the game how they gonna play it and not use violence. And you gotta be smart to do that. That Carrington police said, you doing good picking up a book. That's exactly what he said, but there's so much manipulation going on that you don't even know what's going on. Like, come on. And I said, Mirza, like, come on, man. This is not no joke. There's a lot of manipulation going on. But this model from MO3 and everybody in Dallas, I said, go ahead with that, man. I love you to death, man. Come on, everybody from Demir mom believed in me. Demir dad believed in me. He would not believe me. Like he never said nothing negative. But we sometimes we forgive and we learn and nothing. Shit, you know how many times we broke up and we came back together, man, when I was a teen? But I'm going to the movie with the mirror, and I'm at the movie to me. I'm going to the movie theater by ourselves. I'm like, where's she? Where? I'm like, come on, like you supposed to be here. Like when you going through stuff as teens and you want somebody to be there, she not there. It causes a conflict. I'm like, man, I'm not happy with where you at. Like, come on with the situation. We spend time, but we should be in the movies together. We should be doing these together. So it get to a problem where I know my schedule is hectic, but I still make time for who I want to make time for at the end of the thing. And I had a lot of things on my plate, guys, and people don't even know it. So those are the things we understand. You know what I'm saying? So when we come in with the concept, guys, I'm not gonna be in this community. You can do any job that you want. And sometimes this core stuff, these lies with these core stuff gonna have to end. I don't care if I gotta move to the UK. You keep denying with lies, we gonna take care of the situation. That don't mean I have to step in America. God said my home wherever where we at. And sometimes you need, if America don't want to change, the behavior of American corporations don't want to change, you just need another scenery of it. You're going to have to change your world up. You might have to go to somewhere, um, and all the rest of those things. But I had to go through that. Like, I'm feeling like, come on, man. So I'm constantly going through conflict and, and come on. And I'm arguing with women at nighttime. Sabina's trying to do all of that. And I'm getting into it with other girls at Walmart from South Dallas over there. And we're like, oh, that's who you dated? And you going against me? I'm like, hold up right fast. You a woman, you going against the grain, and I'm arguing. But you a black woman. It got black women that don't show no interest in a man because you're being stepping by manipulation. You want with, now go ahead with that, man. So I could have 10 Hummers in my driveway and have somebody drive for me. You think I'm worried about whatever you got to say, what these dudes got to say? You think I'm worried about those things? I could have 10 Hummers in my driveway, and have people. You ever read Wangster? You ever heard 50 Cent? I can have 10 Hummers in my driveway and people sitting in the back of it. And me and my girl had the game system, the TV in the back. So you think I'm worried about what you talking about? How a man that you never supposed to worry about with another man or with a teenager. That's what you never. So I never worried about those things. The reason why we was going to one thing I was Cheyenne them and the rest of them, he don't know what was going on at the mall and all the rest of those things, right? And those things, right? Like me and Sabina always wanted kids, and she got a little bit upset, but I had a dream right before Mirza did what he did, and she got out the car with her friends, and we actually looked at each other, and my little daughter came and hugged me. We've been wanting kids, and I know that was just we just getting back talking and hanging out, and that was like it was like wrong of me to just not give time. It was wrong of me. But I told her mom, like, if you wouldn't have let this, none of this wouldn't have took place. Now, when I got this tattoo, I was a teen. I didn't even tell my mom I got this. And I was a teen, and like my mama didn't even know I got this tattoo. And feel like Bobby Boucher. And she told Hubert, I need you to wait till we get older to be together. And the thing is, I didn't get this because of that. I got this because of legacy behind behavior of millions of friends. This white guy, this white kid said Mirza uses everybody. It's about 8 years ago, way before this thing broke out. It's about 2016, 2015 probably. We made a song called Back to the Basics. And those situations. But I'm not going to argue with nobody to tell him what I didn't do. And I tried after Demir was on her Facebook after he told me and she came back. I tried. Like, how you going to argue with somebody over that situation? I tried to work things out and tell her, like, the reason why I started talking, because I was hurting and, like, I tried, and the mirror, like, he's like, y'all gotta, and we went off, but you're questioning what I didn't do to solve the situation as a teen and what we go through. You questioning those things. If she want to be left alone, I'm gonna put. She want to be left alone. She get it, but everybody asking women, no, like that's not gonna happen at the end of the day. Like Sabina asked for something and she can't get it. He can't get it. That's not how that goes, man. You're killing me, man. You're killing me here, and I don't accept anything. You're killing me, man. So you killing me. But I respect them. I respect the mirror. I respect the mirror more than I respect him at the moment. He didn't even cuss. He even man, look, boy, look, man, look, man, look. If I ever see the man, I'm gonna give him a big hug, man, because it wasn't even that damn serious, man. We didn't ate together, slept together. We didn't did all of that, man. Woke up together. What's the problem with that? Get understand? That was never was my concern. But I got mad at the mirror. We talking about teens. I got mad at the mirror because I'm helping your mom and dad out, and this dude Alex, well, who he is? Like it's me. Your mama asking for something, and people gotta realize something. I gotta maintain my money, and that's been since I was 14 years old. I gotta maintain my money. You gotta understand with maintaining, I have control of it, but I have to watch how, if I'm gonna help a friend out, I have to watch how much I'm gonna give and make sure things are being taken care of. I don't mind helping you out, but I gotta make sure things are being taken care of. Friends are supposed to help each other out. You know, everybody go through struggles and hard times. You know, and go through those things. So we all go through those things, through hard time, and those things with that. You know, like look, I was just telling Mark, baby mama, Monica, she got negativity. I said, hold up, you just doing it as a hobby. You gotta really be put yourself. You've been investing in Walmart so much, and you have been investing in your time and your money into what you want to do. You're not working right now. When you get a job, why you just don't put your money into those things? And that doesn't cause you not to go out. They're gonna cause you to put all your time and your resource into you. I'm on YouTube right now, promotion. If you want to promote, if you want to do all of these things, I used to go to Qatar Center as a teen. Sometime me and Marissa, sometime I go by myself and get studio lessons. And Qatar Center in Dallas, like in Detroit, Dallas, no way. Got a Best Buy, got a car center. We used to go go to Qatar Center, and they give you lessons, and you get to sit up in the studio, and they got a big thing. So if I'm going, if I gotta look, man, I'm like, come on. And I had to deal with all that, like, I had to deal with a person that, like, Me and this other girl, like Sabrina, took a picture with, and thing, I'm like, oh shit. Because me and her, she don't even know. Like me and her would just sit by the park where the mirror at, and we would have the greatest chemistry. Me and her would talk as teens, and I know her daddy. Shout out to her dad. And will you scream to her? Yes. And we would have the greatest chemistry. We would sit by the pool, and one day, like, oh man, like the mirror didn't always used to be outside. He wake up at a certain time, and wake up at a certain time, and I'm like, hold up for a second. And we waking up for a certain time, and me and her sitting and by her steps by the pool in Cell B. It is across the street from by where the CPS class at in Carrollton, Texas, about the factory, and we sit by the pool, and she stay right by the left side, and she going upstairs biting her little lips and showing her little shorts. I'm like, hold up, you know what I'm saying? She rolling her eyes and acting like in the spirit, girl, I see you. And I'm like, man, it's those things. So when you deal with those things as teens, like, but I'm not out to be heard about, talked about. I'm not gonna be. The thing is, I'm not going to actually. What I said, I'm not gonna actually. With the concept, I'm not gonna be like questioned about what I didn't do and what I didn't say and how I didn't try. Like that's preposterous. I had to watch. I had to watch Marvel the other day. That's preposterous. Like literally, man. I had to watch those things and like I was watching it. It reminded me of It remind me of It remind me of Thorn, man. I'm a big Marvel fan. It remind me of that. I have always proven myself. But if I gotta prove it once again, so well be it. So we dealing with that stuff in society parts. I had to give them Mark music. I had to give the Texas Music Office Mark music. Everybody else music that I did, like the people at Creeview, Terrell and them, I had to give them their music and just be able to help. Cause they always wanted to do music with me, and and they go people to everybody and over there to Vine and do beats. Yeah, people always wanted to do something with me. So you know, I just think we didn't almost have the time because I was focusing and on so much. And and they used to chill by my house when they go to school. Like I'm about almost out of school. I was just drawing out of school, and people don't know it. And I met Tavine and them and things and them at Creekville, yeah. And I met them, and when I met them, they would just come by my house and stay by me. Sometimes they don't go to school because school not always the thing about it. And they would tell me about the relationship. And Demarcus used to be with somebody, but me and her was close friends, and because she was dealing with Demarcus, and my name is Huber HUB, and she went to Creeview, and I'm having I'm having a part. I'm staying in Plano in the rise and fall, and towards the rise and fall, and I'm staying over there. And she come to my house. I got my cousins. I got everybody over, and her boyfriend acted some type of way. Your boyfriend making you feel uncomfortable. I ain't that. Even in my relationship, I be a little insecure, but goddamn, not acting like that. I don't act like in front of my not like that. But I was clashing heads. She up there doing what she doing. I said, woman, look, you up there doing it, and I'm getting into, oh, you dated that, you dated. Come on, man, y'all got some issues, man. And you being a woman that's going to get, I like, and you going against the situation. I'm like, man, come on, I don't got time for that. But when y'all working out, you come down, and Marissa's baby mama, she knows me. She acts, and she knows me real well, and she can tell me and say, Hubert, what's wrong? And when something was wrong with her, and something was wrong with me, and when something was wrong, and she started acting, and she started not to feel well when something was wrong with me because we chilled at her party. She got a pool in her backyard, and she can tell Hubert what's wrong, and she can tell something was off when we dealing with Charles now. Grizz, let me tell you, Grizz left because Grizz couldn't stand what they was doing. Grizz was taking me everywhere, guys. We went to NASCAR, went to everywhere. His Grizz wife, Hubert, have a good time. He showed me a text, Hubert, have a good time. Grizz didn't want to be. He said, Hubert, I worked here for 40-something years, and all I do is get 50 cents a quarter. And you know, and that's the thing was like, Hubert, that what he said. Like, this is how much I get, and I've been working here for a long time. And Grizz had a talk, and I've been working here for a long time. But Grizz always kept the positive in it. That's the thing about Grizz. He always kept a positive, the aspect of it. He always kept the positive out of it. So my contract is signed. We just need to get it done and get it done. I still want this, but you know what I'm saying? They scared to let it. They scared, and that's the difference between it. Don't allow humans to play the mind game. The creator know about the mindsets and the mind games. Sabina been know I was on there. Come on. I never told her. It probably crossed her ear. Mirza's mom on disability. But I worked since I was 14. I'm arguing with this guy from Baltimore. I say, oh, what me and him arguing? Say, y'all, whatever reward it. Say, I'm working, and we arguing from Baltimore. Oh, I don't know about all of that. All right, come on. But it was not just about a check for me. Because my mom was like, oh, it's about the learning experience. And Sabina used to pass through on the aisle. And her mom used to come through at Big Lots and pass through on the aisle. And she used to look at me stocking on the aisle and stuff. And to this day, my manager still acting. I thought you was. I called Edward, and Edward probably don't remember. He must have to see my face. So me just talking to him on the phone and not actually saying it, and he didn't see my face again, that can be a big problem in the business, because it's been a while. It's been since we were kids. So he really didn't know who I was when I called, and I never even told her that when Felicia was acting up, I had the, like, y'all don't even know, I had the finest Big Lots manager ever. Like, I had the finest Big Lots manager ever. Like, hold up. She, like, as a teenager, hold up. And she was the finest manager ever. Hold up. And she's still beautiful. Like, she was she worked at George Creekview Church, Burger King, and all the rest of that is. And sometimes as a teen, our mom used to drop me off at work. My mom used to drive me off, and sometimes I walk over there. So those are the things what was getting done. But I'm also in Addison and Dallas, and I'm talking to Albert. He owed up to you because Albert, that's like my brother right there. Albert like my brother. And the females, they know me, and they acting like catching their little attitude, man. I say, look here, man. Y'all, we ain't nothing new. Y'all acting y'all like y'all behavior. Look at some type of way, acting like your behavior is acting up. Your behavior is acting up.